How to be a villain.
Chuxiu gazed at the strange stone. Miao Xiaoqi tilted her head and mewed, "Meow? So magical, meow!" Chuxiu shifted his eyes into the distance. What is that? He saw Baize and Landai playing a board game. As Baize placed his piece down, he lifted his gaze toward Chuxiu. "You are here," Chuxiu muttered to himself. "He looks young, but his voice is so old." Landai's eyes shimmered seductively as she rose. "Chuxiu, you made us wait 100,000 years. My heart is truly broken." She smirked. Miao Xiaoqi immediately hid behind Chuxiu's back. "Do you know them, Miao?" Chuxiu answered. "They should be the two that Lei Yuan mentioned, the one sealed here." He stepped forward and asked, "Why do you know me?" Inwardly, he reasoned, the glaze sphere has not shattered yet, which means they have not fully broken free from the seal. Their power is only leaking out, allowing them to construct this alternate dimension. Otherwise, why would they waste time speaking with me? In their eyes, I am like an ant. They could kill me the instant they wished. Landai rose gracefully, her movements dripping with allure. "Your reputation as Old Demon Chu is known throughout the cosmos. Back then, you slaughtered my people and devoured my home star. Even if you were reduced to ash, I would still recognize you." She suddenly leapt before him. Miao Xiaoqi clung tighter to Chuxiu, pressing her large soft chest against him. Landai's voice turned venomous. "My master, my relatives, my friends, they were all killed by you. I wish I could eat your flesh and drink your blood." Chuxiu's eyes widened. "Why do I not remember doing any of this? I am warning you, do not dare frame an innocent man. Be careful, or I will sue you for slander." Landai fell silent, her eyes cold and calculating. At last she whispered, "True. The current you does not recognize us yet." Baize stood, walking closer. "Chuxiu, with your intelligence, you should have already guessed where we came from, right?" Chuxiu narrowed his eyes. "You are from the primordial myriad races of the cosmos. What do you mean by all this confusing nonsense? Do not tell me you crossed the river of time just to kill me?" Baize clapped slowly. "Indeed, truly worthy of Old Demon Chu, who makes all the myriad races tremble in fear. Do you know the price we paid to travel through time just to erase you before your growth? We willingly endured the sacred origin baptism, all for the sake of destroying you." Chuxiu thought quickly. "Sacred origin baptism?" He asked, "If your goal was to kill me, why go to 100,000 years ago and end up sealed here?" Baize's laughter echoed. "Ha ha!" Landai sneered. "Kekeke." Baize continued. "Do you really think our first stop was 100,000 years ago? No. Our first stop was here, this very point in time. But for certain reasons, we could not enter the Sky Dome continent. At that moment, you happened to be on the ancient Taiji star, so we came directly here." Chuxiu frowned. "So you have already been to this era once before. Then why return to 100,000 years ago?" Landai slinked forward, lifting his chin with one hand. "Because you escaped. You secretly used the sands of time to flee 100,000 years into the past. To chase you, we had no choice but to follow. You created a cruel illusion that you were on the ancient Taiji star, so we entered the Taiji star of that distant era." Her eyes glimmered with malice as her hand slid downward, suddenly gripping Chuxiu's crotch. She grinned wickedly. "And then, you colluded with Grand Empress Taisu and sealed us here." Chuxiu's body stiffened, his veins bulging under the pressure of her grip. Sweat rolled down his forehead. "Ha!" He trembled, thinking, even though she has not broken the seal yet, with just her leaked power, her grip is this terrifying. Miao Xiaoqi panicked, trying to peek downward at what was happening. Baize sneered. "Those who secretly cross the river of time, if they slay someone too powerful, the laws of heaven and earth will reject them, and they will most likely be obliterated instantly. Someone as cautious as you would never take such a risk. Therefore, you must have arranged for your future self, 100,000 years later, to devour us. That way, the risk would be minimized. You simply did not expect us to break the seal far sooner than you anticipated." Chuxiu hissed. "To kill me, you have meticulously, truly plotted." Landai licked her lips and chuckled darkly. "Keke, as long as we can kill you, everything is worth it." She brought her hand to her face and inhaled deeply with a twisted smile. Chuxiu sneered back. "According to your own words, my future self is that powerful. Do you mean to say he has no countermeasures against assassins crossing time itself?" Baize's tone grew grim. "After attaining the rank of quasi-emperor, you vanished. No one knew where you went. Not a single trace of your whereabouts existed in the universe. That was when we knew our chance had come. So we forged this plan." Chuxiu's mind raced. That is a great deal of information to take in. In other words, even before becoming a quasi-emperor, my past self could already crush everything and stand invincible? He smirked proudly. As expected, of me, Chuxiu telepathically spoke to Miao Xiaoqi, saying, Miao Xiaoqi, did my past self ever refine the innate sword embryo? Did he obtain the fused heavenly emperor sword? Miao Xiaoqi looked back at him and replied seductively, Miao, Lan. Dai sneered, Chu Shu, I will give you half an incense stick's time. Do you have any last words? Once that time passes, the seal will break, and your moment of death will arrive. Miao Xiaoqi said, Chu Shu, you must remember, Xiantian treasures are the most unique. They are untouched by the river of time. Across countless time nodes, only one Xiantian supreme treasure can exist. This is an unchanging principle. If your future self possesses a certain Xiantian treasure, then your present self cannot possibly hold the same treasure. Why was it arranged this way? It must be because when your future self broke through to the quasi-emperor realm, trouble arose. Thus his past self must obtain these supreme treasures so that he can survive the ordeal. But your future self is simply too formidable. Meow. Even without any Xiantian supreme treasures, you could sweep through the universe, invincible at the Saint King realm. Chuxiu muttered to himself. In other words, my future self might not have obtained the black skull pendant either. No need to dwell on what I cannot figure out now. The priority is to deal with the two before me. Chuxiu's aura erupted into flames. Then I'll take care of you before your seal breaks. Lan Dai laughed. Ha ha, Chu Xiu. Do you think you are a match for us now? Chuxiu only smirked silently. Bai Zhe and Lan Dai suddenly broke out in a cold sweat. They both recalled the terrifying figure of Demon Shu. Bai Zhe pointed at him. Chu Shu, one day you will be judged by the heavenly Tao. You heretic. Chuxiu cut him off. The heavenly Tao? It has no right to judge me. One day I will surpass even the heavenly Tao. As Chuxiu raised his hand, Bai Zhe shouted, What are you doing? Lan Di clutched Bai Zhe's hand in fear. Bai Zhe, what do we do? If this continues, we'll be devoured by this monster. Bai Zhe steeled himself. For the order of the heavenly Tao, for our homeland, for the glory of the myriad races, we must kill him. Lan Dai, listen carefully. Chu Shu is still very weak at this point. He can only devour us one by one. I will do my best to slow his devouring speed. You must use that chance to break the seal and kill him immediately. Lan Dai's eyes filled with tears. Bai Zhe, Bai Zhe pulled her close, his voice firm. Enough. Lan Dai, you must kill the old demon Chu. You absolutely cannot let history repeat itself. Her voluptuous chest pressed against him as he spoke, her heart trembling. Chuxiu sneered, panicking already. Looks like I guessed right. You're all bark and no bite. Creating an alternate dimension like this must already be your limit. Bai Zhe roared, Do not get arrogant, old demon Chu. You think you can devour us so easily with your current strength? You're dreaming. You're just a weakling, not even worthy of carrying my shoes. Oh? Is that so? Chuxiu chuckled, then suddenly targeted Lan Dai. Her body was bound tightly, accentuating her curves. She struggled, gasping. Bai Zhe, Lan Dai! Bai Zhe shouted. Chuxiu mocked them. What a pair of tragic lovers. Do not worry, she will feel very good soon, and it will feel very good. Lan Dai trembled as the restraints grew tighter, her figure becoming even more alluring. She let out a muffled, seductive sound. Mmph! Let her go! Come at me instead! Bai Zhe roared. Chuxiu laughed coldly. You provoked me just now, hoping I would let this woman go? I will make a point of not giving you what you want, now you see, right? Whether it was 100,000 years ago or 100,000 years in the future, you could never kill me. Bai Zhe's expression turned grim. The seal is about to break. If I am fast enough, I might still save Lan Dai. Chuxiu declared. Tomorrow's effect, today's cause. Since you dared cross the river of time to kill me, when I achieve invincibility as a Saint King, I will descend into the depths of the universe, find your ancestral lands, and annihilate them one by one. Lan Dai trembled, her voice wavering between pain and strange pleasure. Chuxiu's voice was merciless. Slicing earthworms, scrambling egg yolks, pouring oil on anthills, rest assured, I will not leave a single one of you alive. Bai Zhe's forehead dripped with sweat. His mind wavered. I cannot concentrate at all. Chuxiu sneered to himself. Idiots, trying to play mind games with me? You are still not qualified. Meanwhile, at Thunder God Village, A farmer looked up at the sky. What's happening? His friend frowned. The outside world. What is going on out there? Lei Yuan clenched his fists. You have to succeed. Lei Xin cried out. Fellow Taoist Chu Xiu, you absolutely must succeed. At the Dragon God Palace. Long Kui's eyes shone coldly. It has begun. Her form shifted into a golden dragon as she dove into the rift. He cannot afford for anything to happen to him. I must take a look. Within the alternate realm, Chuxiu and Bai Zhe locked gazes, both knowing the true battle was about to begin. Lan Dai was completely bound, her alluring curves revealed. Chuxiu said, I am very curious. You did not self-seal, so how did you manage to live for 100,000 years? Bai Zhe said, You think I would tell you? He glanced back at Lan Dai, who was sweating. Chuxiu said, Hey, how about this? You tell me, and I will let her go. Bai Zhe said, You think I would believe you? Who does not know that you, old demon Chu, are a despicable, untrustworthy scoundrel and an evildoer? Chuxiu sighed and said, Forget it. If you will not talk, then so be it. Actually, even if you say nothing, I can still guess the gist of it. The sacred origin baptism you spoke of must be related to the indestructible matter of the heaven beyond heavens. It is said that cultivators can achieve eternal life if they go there. That must be the reason, right? Interesting. The heaven beyond heavens. What kind of place is it exactly? Thank you so much for watching. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. Let's keep the conversation going and get those analytics buzzing. Until next time, take care.